Alright, so the nature of the issue here is that my brake pads are sticking on the rear rotor, and the wheel is difficult to turn. It does not turn freely. It takes a bit of effort, and occasionally you can actually hear the pads rubbing on the actual rotor. So I was hoping not to have to remove the rear wheel again, but it looks like I'll have to. My major problem in cleaning off the actual pistons, which I've already done actually, the main challenge here is I don't want to have to remove this pen bolt there underneath the hose, because I've cross-threaded it somehow, a 14mm bolt. Don't ask me how I did it, but I did. So you can see, in fact, there's a gap between the shoulder of the bolt and the actual surface of the mount bracket, the aluminum mount bracket there that it's attached to. So what I'll have to do is take the wheel off and then remove the 3 bolts on the inside part of the caliper to split the caliper and access the pistons. So those 3 bolts there, yeah, those. So if I can get those apart, then the inner part of the caliper, I wish it would focus, the inner part of the caliper should be able to just come off, and I won't have to worry about bleeding and getting air in the lines and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, camera decided not to focus on that, didn't it? So I guess I'll have to drop the wheel once more, as much as I hate to, but we'll do that and see if I can get better access to the brake pistons, which are sticking for some reason. And all of this after I replaced the master, I'm sorry, not the master, the secondary master cylinder up front. And I didn't have this issue for a couple of weeks once I did that, but now I do. Something else has changed. I don't believe it's the phenomenon of this busted up, well, not busted up, but this inner brake pad that's come apart. I've tried gluing it and epoxying it a couple of times with no success. It lasts about 3 minutes and then it falls apart again and separates. But as long as the pressure is from the as long as it's being able to stay in place along the slider pin, and the outer pad there is the one that is doing all the stopping, or doing all the pressurizing anyway. All that to say, I'll take the front wheel off, take the back wheel off one more time, much to my chagrin.